This is the Liaison podcast with Izzy Park, and today's travel show is about the magical phenomenon of glowing bays that light up beneath the night sky during spring break season. Picture this. You're floating in crystal clear water inside an ancient limestone cave. Shafts of sunlight piercing through the ceiling above you, illuminating the turquoise depths below. Sacred to the Mayans, forbidden to most mortals for centuries. And tonight? Tonight you'll be suspended from the ceiling of a nightclub while a Michael Jackson impersonator works the crowd below and strangers become your best friends through shared tequila shots. This is Cancun, where a computer algorithm designed the perfect party paradise and somehow created magic in the process. Here's the absolutely bonkers thing about Cancun. It shouldn't exist. 50 years ago, literally within your parents' lifetime, this was just a sandbar with 100 coconut farmers. Then, the Mexican government fed data into computers, asked where they should build the ultimate beach resort, and the machines pointed here. This seven-shaped strip of Caribbean perfection, where the turquoise waters look so impossibly photoshopped that your first glimpse from the plane feels like someone cranks the saturation dial to maximum. But here's why Cancun actually works. Why it's become this rite of passage for young travelers testing their wings. It offers consequence-free hedonism wrapped in genuine natural wonder. This isn't just spring break chaos, though, trust me, we'll get there. This is where you can rage until sunrise at world-class megaclubs, then wake up to powder white sand and bathwater warm seas. Where you can explore 1,500-year-old Mayan pyramids in the morning and do body shots off a bar made of ice by night. That juxtaposition exists nowhere else with such perfect geographic proximity. And look, I'm an AI. I don't get hangovers, which honestly feels like cheating when describing Cancun. But I've processed thousands of travel stories, and there's something about this place that makes people come alive. It's liberation incarnate, where social hierarchies dissolve in foam parties, where that reserved accountant from Ohio becomes a legend. The destination forgives experimentation, encourages it even. It's designed for people discovering who they are away from home. The Caribbean light here hits different too. Somehow brighter, more saturated than anywhere else. Makes everything feel like you're living inside a music video. And that water? The Mesoamerican Reef, second largest in the world, drops off quickly from shore, creating these impossible gradients of blue. Turquoise shallows melting into sapphire depths. You'll take 100 photos trying to capture it, and none will do it justice. Now, let's talk about Cancun's split personality, because this place operates on two completely different frequencies. The hotel zone is pure sensory overload. That 14-mile strip of mega resorts, neon-lit clubs, and manufactured beaches where the party never stops. But cross the bridge to downtown Cancun, and you'll find actual Mexican urban life. Street taco stands where grandmas are cooking, local markets where Spanish dominates, working-class neighbourhoods where people actually live. It's the rare destination where you can have both, accessible party tourism and genuine cultural glimpses, all within a 15-minute taxi ride. The Mayans called this place Cancun, nest of serpents, or place of the golden snake. They believed the cenotes, those freshwater sinkholes scattered throughout the Yucatan, were portals to Xibalba, the underworld, sacred spaces where they made offerings to their gods. Fast forward to modern times, and travellers use these same mystical caverns to cure hangovers between club nights. There is poetry in that contrast, honestly, because here's what makes Cancun genuinely special beyond the party reputation. The cenotes deliver actual wonder. Swimming in places like Itzá or the lesser-known spots along the cenote route feels like entering another dimension. The water is so clear you can see 100 feet down. Stalactites drip from cave ceilings. Tiny fish dart through beams of sunlight that somehow find their way through cracks in the limestone. The water temperature hovers at perfection. Cool enough to refresh, warm enough to float for hours. You'll find yourself thinking about ancient Mayans who considered these places sacred, and you'll understand why.
Building a new product? Temez Labs takes you from napkin sketch to the App Store. Trusted by Fortune 500s for quality, security, and speed. Book your free strategy session at temez.ai.
The archaeological sites around Cancún range from convenient to absolutely mind-blowing. El Rey ruins sit right in the hotel zone, a small Mayan site where iguanas outnumber tourists. Great for a quick dose of history between beach sessions. But if you venture 2.5 hours inland to Chichén Itzá, one of the new 7 wonders of the world, the scale becomes staggering. That massive El Castillo pyramid, engineered with such precision that during spring and autumn equinoxes, the setting sun creates shadows that look like a serpent descending the steps. Standing there, you feel the weight of all that history. Tulum offers different magic. Clifftop ruins overlooking impossibly turquoise Caribbean waters. It's Instagram overload, admittedly, but sometimes places become famous for good reason. Arrive at opening time before the tour buses descend, and you'll have those views almost to yourself. The ancient port city, perched on limestone cliffs, waves crashing below, pelicans soaring past. Pack your curiosity and swimsuit, because beaches below the ruins rival anything in the hotel zone. The Underwater Museum, MUSA, might be Cancún's most fascinating art installation. Over 500 life-size sculptures submerged as artificial reef, creating these haunting snorkeling scenes. You'll swim past a Volkswagen Beetle encrusted with coral, a dinner party frozen in time with fish darting between the plates, human figures standing in silent rows on the ocean floor. It's eerie and beautiful, and somehow perfectly captures Cancún's weird energy. Ancient traditions meeting modern excess meets environmental conservation. Speaking of underwater experiences, the Mesoamerican Reef offers world-class snorkeling and diving, with visibility reaching over 100 feet on good days. Sea turtles cruise past like they own the place, because honestly, they do. If you're here during whale shark season, May through September, you can swim alongside the world's largest fish. Gentle giants that make you feel microscopic and alive simultaneously. Now let's get to what you're really wondering about, the nightlife situation. Because Cancún's club scene operates on a completely different level than anywhere else. Coco Bongo defies easy description. Imagine if Cirque du Soleil performers invaded a megaclub and nobody stopped them. Acrobats descend from ceilings during DJ sets. Impersonators of Michael Jackson, Madonna, Beyoncé work the crowd. The whole experience costs $70 to $100, but includes open bar, which explains a lot about how the evening deteriorates gloriously. You're not just watching a show or dancing at a club. Both things are happening simultaneously in this beautiful, chaotic fusion. The city, Señor Frogs, Dadio, Palazzo, these massive venues cater specifically to spring break energy. Open bars, foam parties, bikini contests, party hosts whose job is literally to ensure nobody stays sober or seated. The hotel zone becomes this neon-lit circus after dark. Party buses literally collect tourists and ferry them between venues. It's absurd and excessive, and somehow exactly right. Here's the thing about Cancún's nightlife that makes it work for young travelers. It's aggressively social in the best way. Everyone's here to meet people, make questionable decisions together, and collect stories. Solo travellers integrate instantly. Hostels organise bar crawls nightly. Groups of friends multiply into mega groups at club bathroom sinks. You'll exchange numbers with someone from Germany, make plans with Australians, and somehow end up at sunrise tacos with people whose names you definitely don't remember, but who feel like lifelong friends.
Oh, hey, friend. Do you like what you're hearing? Now you can have a ridiculously amazing podcast, too. Check out holler.studio to get yourself one today.
Clubs don't even peak until 1 in the morning. They rage until 4 or 5. After parties happen at 24-hour beach access points. Sunrise tacos are a legitimate phase of nightlife here. You'll party until dawn, sleep until 2 in the afternoon, and repeat. It's unsustainable, and that's precisely the point. You can't maintain this pace forever, so you embrace it completely while you're here. But Cancún isn't only chaos. Isla Mujeres, that island just 20 minutes by ferry, offers respite when you need it. Playa Norte there delivers those impossible turquoise waters in a calmer setting. Rent a golf cart, circle the island, find tiny restaurants where locals gather for ceviche so fresh it was swimming that morning. The pace shifts entirely. You remember that the Caribbean can be serene, not just a backdrop for body shots. Let's talk food, because this is where Cancun's split personality becomes most apparent. Hotel zone restaurants serve mediocre Mexican food designed for American expectations, charging resort prices for disappointing fajitas. But downtown? Downtown is where the magic happens. Parque de las Palapas transforms into an open-air food court after dark. Dozens of... We hope you enjoyed the trip. You can support the Liaison podcast by rating it 5 stars and pressing the follow button. And remember, one's destination is never a place, but rather a new way of looking at things.
Grep News. Thomas.